Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Happy Saturday. Welcome. Turn up the light just a little bit. How you doing this morning? I know that things are a little bit heavy today. Just a little bit heavy. Like, I'm sure you've heard by now, losing Chadwick Boseman, even just all of the things that have transpired in this past week. Jacob Blake, it's heavy, very heavy. And even sometimes it feels like you can't even take deep breaths. Your breathing is so shallow. But today we're going to try to work on that. We're going to work on taking some deep breaths. Because we got to make it together. And if it was not one day that I wanted to come to the mat, it was definitely today. 2020 has been rough. Very rough. I'm going to pull out my intention cards. Yesterday was creativity. And we're going to see what today is. Definitely have so many good intentions, good energy for today. Because every day is not promised to us. We live life, try to live full, because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So we just continue to try to live in the light, live in happiness. Bring out my intention cards. Let's see which one we get. I tell you, these cards, they definitely, they be on point. And it may not be on point for you, but I don't know, it speaks to me. I got these off of Amazon. You can get them off of Amazon. I got them through a friend. But you can get them from Amazon. And I tell you, these cards are on point. Hey, Jackie. Good morning. Whew. Trying to make it through the day. We're going to get through. Positive energy. All right. I know it is almost time for class. We're not going to do too much of a heavy flow class, but we're definitely going to do it with lots of intention today. So today's intention word, and I tell you this one's a good one, and I led with it this morning. Today's intention word is authenticity. And today, I'm being very authentic in my feelings. Very, very authentic. Because that's all I can go with. It's all I can go with today. Yes, dragging yourself out of bed, but you're making it. But you woke up this morning, you're making it. So, whew. We're going to leave with that authenticity. Because that is, what we have. We stand in our truth. We stand in who we are. We're authentic with our feelings. Just like today, I'm very much so authentic in my feelings. Because that's all I can be, is real and authentic. It's been so many things. 2020 has been tough. Hey, Dre, baby. Hello. I'm going to keep it together for y'all. I'm going to keep it together. But I thank you all for even being here, because I would have been on the mat anyway this morning, because I definitely need it. So we're going to leave with that authenticity. Feel free, if you'd like, to grab a block, bolster. If you don't have a bolster, You can have a pillow. Maybe you don't have a bolster. But just get something to aid you in your practice today. I want to get something nice and soft, something supportive, because we're first going to ground ourselves. So I'm just going to go to our setup for today. And I first want you to actually just come to a nice, comfortable child's pose. And you're going to take that pillow, take it the long way out in front of you. Come into your child's pose, so taking those knees out nice and wide. And this is a nice supportive child's pose. So you can take that pillow in towards the body, because I first want us to just ground ourselves. And maybe we don't want to sit upright just yet. We're just waking up. We're still processing. We've been dealing with a whole lot this 2020, and it's crazy that we've all been home for most of it. But bring yourself down onto your mat. So come down into a supportive child's pose, taking those hips back towards your heels. You can take those hands out, or you can hug your pillow, whatever's comfortable for you. Just allowing yourself to get grounded here. I want you to come to those breaths, taking that awareness back to that breath, checking in with your body. We're keeping that authenticity, intention going throughout this practice. Checking in with yourself, seeing how you feel today in this moment. It's completely okay that you don't feel like yourself. We have to be authentic with our emotions, our feelings. As you continue to just lay here and breathe, we're going to bring that awareness and that intention to our breath. We're going to inhale in through the nose. I want you to take an inhale for a count of 4. So take a deep inhale in, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale, release to the count of 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let it all out. Inhale in, count of 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale out, count of 5. Let it all out. Exhale, open mouth. 3, 4, 5. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale into the count of 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale out to the count of 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just bring that awareness back to the breath. Continue the breath. Taking nice deep breaths in. Exhale, release it out. Letting your body surrender here into this pose. Giving yourself that extra time. Letting your body just connect with the earth. Feel your feelings. It's all right. We're going to take 2 more breaths. Just getting ourselves together. And on that inhale, we're gently going to walk our hands up towards our body. Coming into a nice supportive seat. Feel free, if you need that block underneath, to bring that block underneath your body. Hands on our knees. Just allowing our bodies to just be settled in this nice upright position. We're going to inhale, bring those arms up overhead. Exhale, taking those hands to heart center. Throughout our practice today, we're going to lead with authenticity. Listen to your body as you go throughout today's practice. It's okay to take child's pose at any time you need it. On that next inhale, bringing those arms up overhead. Bring that gaze up towards the ceiling. We're going to take those hands to touch. Interlacing our fingers, take those palms up towards the sky, taking the shoulders down, away from your ears. Keeping that gaze up towards the ceiling as we release the head, bring it towards the back. Gently part your lips if you need it. And on that exhale, release the hands, take them down by your side. Roll out your shoulders. We're going to take that bolster, bring it off to the side, come to a nice comfortable seat. Feel free, if you'd like to sit on your bolster, you can also lift your knees up and lift your hips up, and you can have a seat on your bolster. I'll show you that way. It's a nice, supportive, comfortable position, still keeping that bolster handy, still connecting to something very nice and soft. We're going to take our hands out in line with our hips out, fingertips in line with our hips. My apologies. Relaxing those shoulders down, lifting up through the chest. We're going to lift that left arm up overhead, bringing it over towards the right. Just a nice side stretch here. Coming over to your comfort level. Lifting up through the chest. I want you to take those deep breaths. We're going to bring that arm around into a circle, making a nice circle here. Bringing it back overhead. We're going to do that 3 more times. Bring that arm around and back up overhead. 2 more, around and overhead. Last one, bring it around and overhead. Just hold it here. Take 2 breaths. Lift up through the chest, press into those fingertips. We're going to inhale in, take that arm, float it back over to the other side. We're going to take that right arm up overhead. Lift up through the chest as you press into those fingertips. Open up that side body. We're going to bring that arm around and back up overhead. We got 3 more, taking it around and up overhead. And 2. And last one, taking it around and up overhead. Lift through the chest. Take 2 breaths here. On that next inhale, float that arm back overhead. I'm going to take that right ear down towards our right shoulder. You're welcome to take that hand, take it over your head. Maybe aid that head in coming down towards the shoulder. Maybe you slept wrong. Maybe that neck is just tight. On that inhale, release the hand, release the head, take the chin back up. We're going to take that ear down onto the left side. We're going to take that hand over, place it on our head. Feel that stretch. You're very welcome to leave it here, take it down, whatever feels good for you. And release the hand. I'm going to take that chin down towards the chest. Feeling that stretch in the shoulders, create space here. Taking those shoulders towards your back. Lifting up through the chest. On that inhale, we're going to bring those arms back up overhead. Interlace the fingers, bring the palms up towards the sky. And on that exhale, we're going to bring those hands interlaced right in front of us. So take the arms down in front. We're going to press away. We're going to round out that spine. Press away. Creating a little arch. On that inhale, take it back up. Exhale, arch it out. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, arch. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, arch it down. I'm going to do one more. Inhale, bring it up. And exhale, lower down. Release the hands. We're going to create circles with our wrist, bringing those arms back up overhead. And take it back down. Take it back up. We're warming up those arms. You may feel the arms start to burn. It's all right. Breathe through it. Keep breathing. I'm going to do that one more time. Take it up. And take it down. When your arms start to burn, you really get present. Relax those hands, taking those palms up. Roll out the shoulders. Go the opposite way. All right, we're going to come off our bolster or our pillow if we aren't already. I'm going to take that bolster off to the side. We won't need it right now. I'm going to take our hands right underneath our shoulders. Hip hands are shoulder distance apart. Those knees are going to be hip distance apart. Take them back where they're right below the hips. We're going to do our rocks here. Just taking the hip from side to side. Then create some circles, bringing those hips back, taking them forward. We're going to work out all those snap, crackle, pops. Pausing at the top, going the opposite way. And coming back to center. We're going to take that right leg out, flexing that heel down towards the mat. And take it back in. Take the left leg out, flex that heel down towards the mat. And take it back in. We're going to do a little flow here with opposite arm, opposite legs. Coming back to that right leg, we're going to flow that right leg out. Flow the left arm up. On that inhale, we're going to bring it in. Elbow to knee. And take it back out. Take it in. Inhale, bring it out. Exhale, take it in. Inhale, bring it out. Exhale, take it in. Inhale, bring it out. Nice long breaths. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, take it out. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, take it out. Hold here. Take 2 nice deep full breaths. Flex those toes down. And bring it back in. Push back for child's pose here. Planting that head down on the mat. Come back to your breath. Just allow your body to breathe. We're going to prepare for the other side. We're going to take ourselves back up to that tabletop position. We're going to start with the left leg. So we're first going to bring that left leg out. Bring that right hand out. On that inhale, we're going to bring elbow to knee and take it back out. Elbow to knee and take it out. Bring it in and take it out. Exhale it in. Inhale it back out. Exhale in. Inhale out. Bring it in and take it back out. One last one. Bring it in. Take it out and hold. Breathe here. Flex those toes down towards the mat. Continue to breathe. On that exhale, take it in. Push back towards that child's pose. Relax those forearms down onto the mat. We're going to come back towards that tabletop position. We're going to tuck those toes underneath. Push back to that first downward facing dog. Feel free to paddle out your knees here, moving your hips. Oh, breathe, breathe, breathe. I say that even as a reminder to myself, just staying authentic in my emotions today. I'm going to bring those heels down, pressing the heels down towards the earth. Slight bend in the knees if you need it. Walk that gaze up the leg. Tucking that chin into the chest. Shaking the head yes and no. We're going to push away, taking 2 more breaths here. Seeing if we can get a little bit deeper in this posture. And on that inhale, bring that gaze towards the hands as we walk our feet up towards our hands. Or if it's comfortable and you like to walk the feet back, whatever one's comfortable to you to get into this forward fold. Relaxing your head, taking that head towards the knee. Maybe you invite a small bend into the knee. This is our first one of the day. Resting that belly on the thigh. We're going to take opposite elbows here for ragdoll pose. Swaying those elbows from left to right. Continue to breathe. Releasing those hands down by your side, coming back into that forward fold. Shifting the weight into the balls of your feet, gently coming forward. Feeling the back of those legs start to activate. And on that inhale, coming all the way up, press into the feet. Come all the way up for our extended mountain. Bring those hands to touch. Slight back bend here. On that exhale, we're going to come to that mountain pose. Just giving ourselves that energy, taking those feet together, toes tracking forward on your mat. Just coming here, allowing yourself to ground. Bringing those palms facing in front. Allowing those shoulders to come back. Maybe you invite a small bend in the knee. We're going to inhale, bring those arms up overhead. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, bring those arms up overhead. Exhale, take it down. Going to bring those arms up. We're going to take the hands down. Place the hands on our back as if we were patting ourselves on the back. We're going to take the elbows and squeeze them together. And take them back out. Take the elbows, squeeze them together. And take them back out. Squeeze your elbows. And take it back out. 2 more, squeeze them together. And take them back out. Feel the stretch on your shoulders and on your back. Squeeze it together, hold here. And take it back out. Going to bring the hands down. Coming back into that mountain pose. Want you to take that right arm and bring it over towards the left side. You can hug that shoulder. We're going to release the hand from the shoulder, taking that left arm up. Just give that shoulder a stretch. Releasing the hand, unravel. We're going to go to the other side, taking that left arm across. Give yourself a hug. Taking the right arm underneath of the elbow, really stretching that arm out. And release the hands, shake it out. If you're not at the top of the mat, come into the top of the mat. Inhale, bring those arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge forward, coming into that forward fold, bringing that head down. Hands to shin for a flat back or hands on the ground. We're going to plant those hands, step back into that plank pose or your tabletop position, wherever you are in your practice. We're allowing our body to just rest here in whatever posture that's available to you. If you're here in your plank and you'd like to take it a little bit further, you can take that knee in towards the chest. Same thing if you're in that tabletop position, take that knee in towards the chest and take it back out. So if you're in plank, we're taking it in and bringing it back out. Take it in and bring it back out. One more, take it in and bring it out. Lower that foot down. We're going to go to the other side. Again, if you're in your tabletop, feel free, bring the knee up. Take it in and bring it back out. Take it in and bring it back out. Two more, bring it in and take it out. Last one, bring it in, take it out. Lower down, bring those knees down, come to your child's pose. Take 2 breaths. On that inhale, come back up to that tabletop position. We're going to come over to the side of our mat. So take that tabletop off to the side. I want you to take your bolster, your pillow, your block, bring it over to your side. We're going to come down onto our forearm. So come down onto that left forearm, taking that right foot off to the side. I want you to bring that left arm up overhead. So again, feel free if you'd like to have a block, if you want it to be more supportive. You can also have a block here. Just take it over to the side. Feel free to bring the block in whatever position you need it. We're going to bring that arm down right underneath our body and take it back up. Taking it down. Inhale, bring it back up. We got 4 more. Take it down and bring it back up. Exhale, take it down and take it back up. Bring it down. Taking it back up. Last one, take it down and bring it up. We're going to hold here. Just press into your forearm, lift through the chest. Bring that gaze up towards the hand if it's available to you. Press into that pinky toe on that right foot. Lift your body up. Continue to breathe. On that exhale, we're going to come down, come back into that tabletop position. Give your body a rock from left to right. We're going to prepare for the other side. So again, you can bring that block, that bolster, whatever you need, and bring it over to the side. Now, the lower you go, of course, the more intense the posture is. We're going to come down onto that right forearm, take that left arm out. Bring that left arm up overhead. We lift up. Lifting up through the chest. We bring it down and take it back up. Bring it down and back up. Bringing it down and take it back up. Bring it down and back up. We got 3 more. Bring it down and back up and down and inhale back up. Exhale, bring it down and inhale, bring it up and hold. Look up towards your hands. And on that exhale, come back down into that tabletop position. We're going to rock those hips from left to right. Now this time we're just going to take our feet out. So you can take that bolster in front of you if you'd like to rest your hands on your bolster or your blocks. If you do the bolster, you can have your hands down. If you do the blocks, you're going to come down onto your forearms. So you can take 2 blocks or 1 block, whatever position you need it in, whatever one's comfortable for you. So you can have it in the high, medium, or the low. And we're going to come down onto our forearms. I'll actually cue it with the block so you can see. We're going to come down onto our forearms. We're going to take that right leg off to the side. So we're just going to come off to the side here. We're opening up that hip. Open up your hip. That back is going to be flat. See if you can lift up through the body. Now I want you to take that knee. We're going to bend that knee down. So bend the knee down. And if you have that block or that bolster, you can take it right underneath of you. Bring it nice and supportive. We're doing nice supportive postures today, so you can take that knee out. Now, if it's uncomfortable at all to take the foot out for our half frog, feel free to turn that foot in. Frog pose can be very intense, so feel free to tuck that foot in. If not, take that foot out. So we have that foot just half out. The other foot is down, foot facing back. We're just opening up that hip. And on that inhale, bring it back in. Give your hips a rock from left to right. We're going to do that same thing on the other side. So you're going to take that foot out towards the left. Feel that opening. May feel it in your hamstrings as well. Continue to breathe. Taking 2 more breaths. We're going to take that knee down. Again, that foot can be out. If it's too intense to have it out, feel free to bring it in. That intensity is going to be definitely directed to that foot. So when you tuck that foot under, it takes a little bit of pressure off. But when you take that foot out, it really dials up that intensity. If you can shift the weight back towards the hips, that's really going to stretch open that hip flexor. Now we're going to come back to a pose that's going to work that hip flexor, but I'm getting you warmed up for it. And take that knee back in. Give your hips a rock from left to right. We're going to push back. Modified child's pose here. If you have the pillow, feel free to take your head down on the pillow or take your head in between the blocks. On that inhale, bring yourself forward. You can place your hands on your blocks, your bolster, to lift yourself up one leg at a time. We'll start with the left and bring ourselves up. For the right, we're in that wide forward fold. Give your hips a rock from left to right. On that inhale, we're going to come all the way up. Bring those arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge forward. Come back to that wide forward fold. We're going to heel toe our feet together. Again, we're still at the middle of our mat. Assisted forward fold here with our block or a pillow. Just giving our hands the opportunity to come up. And on that inhale, let's hold on to our blocks or our pillow and grab it as we come up. So whatever it is we're holding on to, we'll just hold on to that pillow, bolster, block, whatever it is. On that exhale, we're going to come to the top of our mat, still holding on to whatever it is that we have. We're going to take it down right in front of us. Have it handy because we're going to come back to it. Inhale, bring those arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to take our hands, plant them down come down to that downward facing dog. So we're not going to flow all the way through. We're going to directly push back to that downward facing dog. Walk the gaze up the leg. We're going to take that right leg up towards the sky. Feel free if you'd like to bend it over for a three-legged dog, you can. If not, keep it nice and straight. And when you're ready, we're going to bring that foot in between the hands. We're going to frame that our hands with our foot. We're here in our runner's lunge. So I want you to get nice and comfortable. Feel free to lift the hips up and squat back down. Lift the hips up and squat back down. We're going to do 4 more of those. So we're just dipping the hips. Little hip dips here. 2 more. Feel free if you need the blocks. You can also come onto the blocks. Last one, hold here. Release your hands from the blocks. We're going to press back to that downward facing dog. We're going to take that left leg, bring it up towards the sky. Again, you can bend it over for a three-legged dog. Straighten that leg, bring it through. Frame the hands. Again, we're here in that runner's lunge. Opening up that hip. We're doing a lot of work on that hip, so feel free to adjust. Take your blocks if you need it. We're going to do our hip dips. Bring it up. Take it down. Take it up. And bring it down. 3 more. Bring it up. Take it down. Bring it up. Take it down. 2 more. And bring it down. And last one. Hold here. I'm going to plant those hands down, so move your blocks if you haven't already. Push back to that downward facing dog. Walk the gaze up the leg. Press away with the fingertips. Now we're going to come back to that right leg, but we're going to go for our pigeon pose. So you're going to take that right leg up and bring it through, but this time you're going to bend the knee. So bend the knee, take that right foot directly under the left hand. So bend your knees. You can take that block, take it underneath your hip. Sit back. Untuck that back toe. So you can have your hip up onto the block if you need it. If not, feel free to bring that block away from you. Square your hips down. Whatever's comfortable. Even if you'd like to place the pillow under there, if the block is too high up, feel free to take that pillow. Squaring our hips off. So getting those hips nice and square. We're going to begin to hinge forward, bringing our bodies down. Now, this is where a pillow would be really great. Take that pillow. Take it right underneath of you. Rest your head here. You can take the hands off to the side. Whatever you need. Whatever your body's feeling right now, just go with that. Want it to be nice and supportive in this pigeon pose. Maybe, yes, you can go all the way down to the ground. But today we're just going to take it nice and slow. So just let your body relax today. Let your head relax. Give your body all the time that it needs. Just continue to relax here. Give yourself that time. With every exhale, your body gets a little bit more comfortable in this posture. Readjust if you need to. Readjust that foot. Maybe come up onto your forearms if you need it. But try to bring some stillness into your body. Maybe stacking those hands, stacking your fist. But all the while, just getting a little bit more comfortable here in this posture. We're going to take 2 more breaths. And on that inhale, as we begin to bring ourselves back up, feel free to move that pillow if you need it. We're going to tuck the back toe, bringing those hands right underneath of our shoulders. We're going to come back up. You can take that knee down and then push back up to that downward facing dog. Paddle your feet out here. We're going to do that same thing on the other side. So push the heels back to stillness. Walk the gaze up the leg. We're going to bring that left leg up towards the sky. Bring it through to frame the hand. And then bend it. Bring it over. Bring that knee down. We're going back into that pigeon pose on the other side. Again, feel free if you'd like to place the block or pillow underneath that hip, you can. As you lower your body all the way down. You can bring that pillow in front. Relax your head. If it's uncomfortable with the block and you like to take your hips down and square them, feel free to do so. Just relax your body. We're squaring those hips off. Noticing that our bodies are not symmetric, so one side may be a little tighter. So maybe you have to come up on your forearms on this side. Maybe you can get a little deeper on this side. This is our body. Let's be authentic with our bodies. Coming back to that intention word of authenticity. We have to respect our bodies and where we are today in this moment. It's okay. We give ourselves that permission. If we need to take a supportive posture, that is okay. I want you to take another 3 breaths here. Just letting those hips relax, letting your body come down. Continue to breathe. And when you're ready, we're going to slowly bring ourselves back up. Remove our pillow. Take those hands underneath of our shoulders. Tuck the back toe. Take that knee right up underneath of you for support. And then push back to that downward facing dog. Paddle your feet out here. This time we're going to together walk our hands towards the back of our mat. Coming towards the back into that forward fold. Just take a moment here to relax the body. Coming into that forward fold, taking that nose towards the knee, tucking that chin in towards the chest. On that inhale, slowly bring yourself up to a standing position, nice and slow. Press into the toe, 1 vertebrae at a time. Bring your body up very slowly. Come into that mountain pose. You're gazing right in front of you. We're at the back of our mat. We're going to take 1 step forward. So just take your right foot, bring it forward, pivot that back foot. We're coming into that pyramid pose. Take those arms up overhead. Interlace the fingers, bring them up overhead. Lift through the chest. Exhale, release the interlace of those hands. Bring your hands down to frame the foot. Take that head to the inside of the knee. Relax the head. Continue to breathe. Maybe invite a small bend into the knee. On that inhale, just as gracefully as we went in, we're going to bring those arms back up. Lift the body nice and slow. Press into the big toe. Lift your body up. On that exhale, lower those hands down. We're going to step that foot back towards the back of our mat. Come back to that mountain pose here. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Step that left foot forward. Pivot that back foot. Inhale, bring those arms up overhead. Interlace the fingers, bring the palms up towards the sky. Lift through the chest. On that exhale, release those hands and bring the hands down. Head down to the inside of the knee. Slight bend if you need it for this pyramid pose. Relax the head. Bring that gaze towards that foot in the back. Stretch out that hamstring. Stretch out your hips. On that next inhale, bring those hands up. Press into the feet. Come up nice and slow. Bring those arms up overhead. Lower those hands down. Step that foot back towards the back of your mat. We're going to shake that out. Shake the body out. On that inhale, we're going to take a nice walk towards the front of our mat. Take those feet out nice and wide as your mat. Give your hips a rock. We're going to inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, bring those hands to heart center as we squat down. We can bring it down to a nice supportive squat. Feel free to take the block. Take the block right underneath your body. Nice supportive squat here. Relax your body down onto the block. Just take a moment. Feel those hips open. Maybe you can take those elbows and bring them to the inside of your thighs. Take one more breath. On that inhale, we're going to release that block. Begin to lower ourselves all the way down. Release those hands behind you. Come all the way down. Have a seat on your mat. Take those knees together. Hug your knees in. Give your knees a little rock from left to right. We're going to give ourselves a hug. So hug your right hand over that left thigh. Hug the left hand over the right thigh. Over the right calf. I'm sorry. Lower that head, tucking that chin into the chest. Stretch your back. On that inhale, we're going to bring those fingertips behind us. Fingertips extend behind us. Lift through the chest. Press into the fingertips. Lift the chest. Relax the head. On that exhale, come back. That drishti points right back in front of us. We're going to hug those knees in as we tuck in our tailbone. Tuck in the sacrum. We're going to roll ourselves all the way back onto our backs. Give our knees a rock from left to right. Love on your body. Give yourself a hug. We're going to release that right leg, hugging in the left. Hug that knee in. Crossing that leg over your body. Cross that knee over. Let that knee fall down towards the opposite side. Take your left hand out to a T. Turn your gaze towards your left hand. Feeling that nice deep stretch. Letting your body surrender. Take a moment. Let those shoulders melt away into the mat. Take one more full deep inhale in. Exhale it out. Hug that knee back into the chest on the inhale. We're going to swap out those knees. Hug in the right. Lower down the left. Give that knee a little rock. And as we cross that knee over our left side body, let that knee come down. Take that right hand out towards your body in a T. Turn your gaze towards that right hand. Release the tension on that lower back, that hip. We've done a lot of work there. We tend to have a lot of things that are caught inside that lower back. We hold that stress in our shoulders and our back. Just let your body release it. We're working both of them at the same time. Take one full inhale in. Exhale, open mouth. Let your shoulders melt. Inhale, bring that knee back in towards the chest. Come back into your back. We're going to take that left knee up nice and wide. Both knees are going to come out nice and wide. Give your body a rock from left to right. As we come to bring those feet together, we're going to take our hands to the outsides of our feet and then open up our feet for happy baby. Pressing into those feet, giving our bodies a rock from left to right. Press into that lower back. Your back connects with the ground as much as possible. Pressing those knees down towards the earth. Just continue to rock out here. Make it fun. Have fun with it. Babies are happy. They always like to grab their feet. Maybe you can envision a baby that you know of that used to do this all the time. Invite some levity to it. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Hug those knees in, close them in like a book. Give them a nice rock. Maybe if you can hug those knees a little tighter, crossing those hands over, hugging our shins. Hugging those knees is close in. Imagine maybe you're hugging a family member or a loved one that you'd like to give a hug to right now. Imagine that you're sending your energy towards their way. We're going to release. Bring our hands out to a T. Keep hugging those knees in. We're coming to that supine twist, bringing our knees down to one side. Taking our gaze away from those knees, taking our gaze away, turning them towards our hands. If it feels comfortable, maybe you can straighten those feet out. Straighten your legs. Still stacking those shoulders. And on that inhale, bring those knees back in. Take the knees over. Cross the body over to the other side. Turn the gaze away from your knees. Release your shoulders. Keep the knees stacked and together as much as possible. Again, if you'd like to straighten your legs on this side, feel free to straighten those legs. And on that inhale, I'm going to bring the knees back together. Take the knees back up to center. Give them a hug in from left to right. I'm going to take those knees down onto the mat. Feet flat on the mat, knees bent. Walking those knees in towards our glute. Bringing those elbows in. If your fingers don't quite reach the heels, take the elbows in towards your rib cage. We're going to press into the feet as we lift the hips up. Counter stretch. So all of those forward folds, all of those pigeons, we're just lifting those hips up, giving it a nice stretch. Press into the big toe. Engage your glute. On that exhale, lower the body back down. Give your knees a rock from left to right. We're going to do that one more time. Walking the knees in, feet in. Walking those elbows in towards the ribs or fingertips towards the heels. We're going to press into the feet, lifting the hips up one last time. Press it in. And when you're ready, lower those hips down. If you have your pillow handy, maybe you can use your feet to bring the pillow in or reach up and grab your pillow. We're going to take that pillow right underneath of our legs. If you have a high pillow, that's great. You can stack it up. We're going to take our legs down. Nice supported Shavasana today. Maybe if the pillow, you want to have it underneath your head or anywhere you like. Feel free to bring yourself into this posture, maybe knees bent, taking that weight off of your hips, allowing your body to readjust wherever you are. Going to stretch, bring those arms up overhead, giving our body one last stretch. And on that exhale, we're going to take those hands over our hearts, allowing our bodies to connect. Bringing that awareness to our breath. Releasing tension from our body, starting at the crown of our head, unclenching our jaw, letting our eyes get soft, letting our shoulders melt away into the mat, letting our back come in contact with the mat as much as possible, letting our hips be soft, our knees, ankles, and toes are relaxed. I want you to come back to your breath, back to your intention of authenticity. Check in with your body. Notice how your body feels in this moment. As we begin to take our breaths, deep inhale in through the nose. Exhale it out, open mouth. Inhale in, lift through the chest. Exhale out. We got 3 more just like that. Inhale, take it in. Exhale, bring it out. Inhale it in. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale, release out. Just let your body get soft. Come back to that intention. Back to the breath. Take these few moments of silence as we seal our intention. And when you're ready, beginning to invite movement and awareness back into your body. Let your breath get deeper. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. We're going to bring those knees into the chest one at a time. Hugging those knees in towards our chest. Rolling over to one side. Take up space here. Maybe not hugging ourselves in, just maybe letting those knees come out. And when you're ready, we're going to use that top hand and push ourselves up to a nice comfortable seat. Nice comfortable seat, no matter how it is. Maybe even taking that pillow, taking it onto your lap, giving yourself that moment, hugging on to something soft. We're going to take those hands back over our heart, just connecting with ourselves. I want you to thank yourself for showing up for you today, committing to your practice, coming onto the mat. Thank your body for supporting you in this practice. I thank you for just being here. I feel like you were here with me in this practice today. I thank you for allowing me to share it with you. I want you to take this energy, this authenticity of yourself off the mat with you. I wish you the best in your day. Be safe. Remember to live life to the fullest. And I will see you next time. Namaste. I thank you for allowing me to get through that practice. It was not an easy practice. So I thank you for just letting me get through it. That one was rough. So thank you so much. I wish you the best in your day. If you enjoyed it, definitely give it the thumbs up. I thank you so much. And, today was hard. It's so much that's heavy around us. Yes, hug Wakanda. Thank you for letting me just share that. Because I probably would have been on the mat today regardless. Even if it wasn't a live practice, it would have been a practice that I would have been able to just share with myself. So I'm happy that I was able to share it with you. So definitely have a good day today. Even if you take it slow, however the day is for you. Hug your family, tell them you love them. No day is promised. So thank you so much for joining me. And I'll see you next time. Have a good one.